day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist, you opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said.
The Bible clearly shows where the true Israelites are and where the Messiah is going to gather his people. Judah, he's going to gather from the four corners of the earth. But the other tribes, he will gather from beyond the rivers of Cush in Africa. us away. And like a thief in the night, they came and stole it away. We've been in the bondage for so long, we need a light. All the Biafrans should stand up, rise up for your freedom. It's a freedom song. Freedom song, and together we save our land. Yeah, no. Freedom song, and together we save our land. Yeah. From our religion, believe and nature, culture, now we are no one. So no more breathing, so we gotta go. Our tradition is live and let live, but they are killing us now. We need to see this land is green. We need a red and black to it to make it work out. We need to be like Bone. Gentlemen, we fighting for our freedom, so you gotta stand up, searching for the garden of Eden. Oh, we are freedom fighters. Light up the lighter. We fight to leave. Everybody stand up, fight for your freedom. So tell the people, tell the world, tell the nation, let them know we are triumphant. Many people are dying. Oh, our children missing. Freedom song. How long are we gonna live by this? Freedom song. We are fighting for the future of the children, the hope of the rising sun. Yeah. We will keep on believing and fighting to the end of time. We can't really war. Hey, Babylon them workers of iniquity, brutality them can never see the rising of the sun. The futures of tomorrow, now give them the strength they need. Yeah. Freedom song, freedom, freedom, we need that freedom song, freedom song, save our land, God and land. Freedom song, and together we save our freedom, freedom song, and together we save our land. Together forever, freedom song, and together we save our land. Fight for our pride. Freedom song, and together we save our land. Oh, freedom song, freedom song, freedom song, save our land. Deliver me, Lord, I wanna live forever. Fight for your right. Deliver me, I wanna live forever. Fight for your right. Yeah, this is another day. This is a brand new dawn. The land of freedom rising sun, that is my new home. I know that we can, we stick in the plan, but that we headed for freedom. One piece of jumping around this new west world, we own the kingdom. People will never get happy. All of the dream are united. Think about this and we can achieve. Let this song for all my people to run it low. Freedom without no chains, fighting without no brains. They was a freedom fighter, pilot side to right up to I'm a freedom fighter, I can never walk away. The rising sun, we are here to stay. We're fighting for our rights. It's time to make it right. It's not a crime for you to fight all that to get for fight. Everything they say, you have a time. This is our time. Let's rise and fight for freedom. We are living in the prison of our own creation, but we know we will murder the nation. We wonder why discrimination everywhere. The word of the poor and the one of the rich. You are fighting with God, I am fighting with God. I'm showing you love, you are showing me God. After much rain, the sun will shine again. As we can see, monkey and donkey, they are not the same. Senior Rasta man, me not tell you how I feel. In a Milan, the devil make a feel so good. See, I can take it no more. Say the skilling is getting too far. Together. Freedom song, and together we save our land. Alright, okay. Freedom song, and This little but bring this chance in our hands, yeah. Freedom song, and together we sing. It's a freedom song. Freedom song, and together we sing. Oh, Biafra. Freedom song, and together we sing. Oh, Biafra. Freedom song, and together we sing. It's a freedom song.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, wherever you are across the globe, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. Yes, freedom is all we are asking for. Freedom is all we seek for. The freedom is the reason why we are here. This is Radio Biafra Extra. Radio Biafra Extra is being streamed through Radio Biafra London, that is anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Ukafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Mazi Ukafomefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari-Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man that stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people. He is from Afari-Ibeku. Afari-Ibeku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. He's the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people. Of course, we can never be that grateful. There is nothing we have to offer the Creator to appreciate him for giving us a leader in a time like this. A leader who his slightest touch command obedient. A leader who is dogged, sincere, formidable. A leader who will back down, neither change his stand or negotiate with anybody. Our language has not changed here. Whatever junction we will turn, let it be on record that we are here for one purpose and one purpose alone. And that is because we have a leader with a defined purpose, a vision-driven leader. I am George Onyeibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, we must proceed to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwukika Abiyama, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man, the one who has placed our foot upon this path to follow. For there is a limit said to wisdom of men, but he is our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He is our guide in matter both great and small. He remains the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. Ogosirimo biebereo mgbe adike chiomamo ogosirimo biebere mgbe adike ogosirimo biebereo mgbe adike chiomamo ogosirimo biebere mgbe adike. He showed me your great mercy when I am not strong. My Father, you showed me your great mercy when I am not strong. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya na gị, obiọma gị, o juru anya dadị o. Ịmakwa na-enwe gị mgbanwe ọ dị onye dị ka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na dị mma o. Ise. Without wasting much of our time, we shall proceed to our topic this morning, which is simply mentality test.
Workshop.
Mentality test. In sin versus sin. It's important we begin to re-examine it, because there are areas we are neglecting But it came as a revelation, an eye-opener, that most of the things happening to us as a people, it's not deliberate. I'm talking about the people who found themselves in Nigeria. Some are actually sick. Their brain is not okay. They are insane. No wonder all the things happening are happening. Now, there are certain things we need to understand. Number one of them is the factor behind madness. When they say somebody is insane, that person is mad. Let's test ourselves this morning and find out if we are normal. This is meant for the whole Nigeria. If you are in Nigeria, you are listening to me, this is the time to know if you are okay. Because I don't blame you. When we are talking for freedom, others are shouting for slavery, that is because something is wrong somewhere. And having considered it, I discovered that not everybody are okay. Not everybody are normal. But it's amazing that those who are mentally deranged, the mad people, are the one mocking the normal people that they are mad. That is how it has always been. A man woke up one day and said, iron is going to fly on the air. A man woke up one day and said, I will make iron fly on the air. Everybody started shouting, have you gone mad? Too much book they make and crease. Do you remember in those days as a child, when somebody is mad, the first attribute of madness as an African man is that too much book they worry him. Most especially when you are a madman and you can speak good English or you can write. They will say too much brain, now they worry you, now make and they mad. And so we found ourselves in an era where they think that too much brain makes you mad. A man woke up in the morning and said, I can make iron float in the air. People started shouting, this man is mad. I think something is wrong. It's not possible. Don't waste your time. But today, iron does float in the air. Another wake up and say, one day I will make metal to flow in the water. They say only a miracle can make that happen. Do you know the Titanic ship is one of the biggest metal that have floated on water in the world? Do you know there are metals carrying tongues weighing into thousands of tongues? And they floating in the water as we're speaking today. But the man who told them it was possible, they said he's mad. And so because they say you are mad does not mean that you are mad, because there are people who think they are normal, but they are the mad people. And then there is a need for us to understand who is a madman and who is a normal human being. Those in Nigeria, this message is for you. And those outside Nigeria who are not in Nigeria, you should know your state of health mentally. Because when you see cage and you call it heaven, you may be mentally deranged, and may God help all of you. Like I said, our topic is simple. Insane versus insane. Mental test this morning. If your own madness is not coming as a result of too much knowledge, the next attribute or cause of madness, as far as the African mentality is concerned, is witches and wizards. And so if you find out that you are mentally deranged, you need to know the type of factor that is contributing to your mental derangedness, your madness. That is the only way you can be successfully treated. Some people are mad. It is witches and wizards that are causing it. And then you have another factor that contributes to madness: depression. That is why they say a hungry man is an angry lion. Depression can make people go mad. So when you find out you are mad, don't think it's a bad thing. Being mad is not bad, but mad in a positive way. And that is why, as I'm talking to you, I am mad with Nigeria. And when I have the privilege to express my madness to Nigerians and the handlers of Nigeria, their life will never remain the same again. The fourth factor that contributes to mental illness, madness, could be venereal disease. Most people don't know that most of these venereal disease you neglect. They grow into another thing in your body, affect your brain system, and you are gone. And now, if you go to a hospital, they first of all want to find out the cause of your madness. That is the only thing that will enable them, the only clue that will enable them to know the solution you need. The only drug they have in the psychiatric hospital here in Nigeria is sleeping drug. You just carry your sick people to the hospital, they start injecting them sleeping drug. They sleep the rest of their life. They wake up, they give them another one. They wake up, they give them another one. Because they don't even know what to do. It is very pathetic that the mad people in Nigeria have suffered more than anybody who has walked the face of this planet Earth. Because here in Nigeria, when you are mad, people fail to understand that you need help. They begin to consider you as evil. Oh, he went to do money ritual. Hey, he went to smoke Igbo. Who told you Igbo make people mad? But of course, this is Africa and this is Nigeria. Anything go. At the end of the day, we really don't know who the people that are normal are the people that are mad. And that is why it is important that wherever you hear this gospel, anytime, any day, always examine yourself, whether you are normal or you are mad, no matter what the people say, no matter their opinion about you. That is why we are going to look at some of this issue. In Africa, in Nigeria, most especially, when you are mad, they contribute to that you are a ritualist or you smoke Igbo. And based on these two mindsets, Nigeria never budget any money for insane people, mad people. Nigerians don't care. In fact, where God will punish you is for you to be mad. Because it makes you to become an enemy of the society. It makes you to become hated by your own family member. How many of you who have mad people that can actually associate with them? Because once they are mad, that is the end of them. Only few. Only very few. But I have friends that are mad, sincerely mad, and I saw the beauty in madness. And so if you are mad, please project the beauty in your madness, or else you are a demon. And if you have mad people around you, please show them love so you can be able to recover them. I have somebody who is mad. He worked with me and a member of my church. In fact, he's an usher in my church until my church closed down. But forgive me if it hurts you, but let people know. But nobody knew he has a mental challenge problem. But he never talks because they always give them drugs that makes them feel weak. And people come to the church and complain. This usher did this. This brother did this. This brother did this. I always beg them because they don't know his health status. And one day, one of my deacon came to me complaining bitterly. I don't know why you defend this man all the time. I don't know why you always do this. Look at what he have done. And I called the man and said, can you keep this secret? He said, yes. I said, that man is a madman. I'm just helping him with the parents. Please. The man fell down and wept. And I said, let it remain between us today. But the parents told me, we all know, because when the parents saw me at the first time, they were amazed. They said, do you know our son very well? I say, yes. And it was like, you mean you know them? The father took me to a corner and said, you say you know my son? I said, I know him. I know everything you want to tell me. And they respect me today. I'm not a friend of mad people, but I have to know what caused their madness. But this is what the parents didn't know. That is why this topic is coming this morning. So if you are mad, come, let us cure you on Radio Biafra. You will be cured or forever remain in Nigeria and continue in your insane condition. I was driving one day and my vehicle broke down. And by close to a dustbin. And there were some people who want to harass me like, why do you park the motor here? Move this motor out of the... You know how Yoruba will behave. But they never know that madness gets level. But it must be on a positive side. And when they came close to me, trying to harass me, I was really very bitter in my heart. They were about to encounter an experience of their life, which they did. And this brother came out from the dustbin and attacked those mob. Everybody ran away. But it didn't happen like that. But I was always seeing him. I knew he need help. Nigeria can't help him. So I always dash him money. I thought he was mad. But he recognized that I'm helping him. He saw me in danger and he came to rescue me. And that was when I began to study the mad people. I do study them. And my father told me that madman say, I know waiting I they do. But now waiting they do me, I don't know. Nigerians, on a sure say I know waiting on they do. Because there is a difference between waiting you they do and waiting they do you. Madman know waiting in they do. Go ask them. But then say they don't know waiting they do them. When I don't see madman come out from my road, come the shit. Because they know waiting then they do. If madman won't shit, except he shit for body because of purge. If not, madman know that I want to poo. They go inside the bush and poo. Have you seen madman sitting along the road? Somebody say they don't know what they are doing. But when you fail to manage your madness, then you are really mad and you are in Nigeria. Do you know that no matter the level of insanity, madman look road before they cross? Have you ever wondered why motor know they kill madman? Check all the accident victims anywhere in the world. You will discover madmen are more careful. You have limited number of mad people dying by accident because they know waiting than they do. You go see somebody then say mad. It's not normal. But for the person to cross the road, they will look left and right and left and right. I thought they are mad. And they must be sure that there is no vehicle coming before they cross the road. They say they know what they are doing, but what is doing them is the problem. Most Nigerians know what they are doing, honestly. That is when the senator, the governor speak big English and undermine the position of IPOB. They know what they are doing. They think we are here to kill them. We are here to undermine their offices. No, we have discovered they are all mad people because they know what they are doing, good and fine, but they don't know what is doing them. British government is that force that is doing them. Owosan Fulani who thought they are born to rule, they are the one that is doing them. Yoruba 10% are your evil. You are going to church, you don't know they are the one making you mad. But of course, you will not understand. We will make you understand. So when we tell you you are mad, you are an idiot, first of all, find out if it's true. We didn't say this because some of you are going to feel bad about that. But Nigerians have been saying this, and I actually attack them because they don't have provision to take care of mad people like you. Because anybody who is glamoring for Nigeria is mad. They may know what they are doing, but they don't know what is doing them. Now, let us look at mental health disorderliness in Nigeria. It is highly neglected, according to Suleiman. Suleiman D was one time our health commissioner or health minister, whatever fucking name they be. Sorry for using the fucking name. Because I'm dealing with mad people, I have to put them where mad is. He never go to medical school. Have you people seen Fulani doctor? A leader said this thing, people think it's a lie. Have you seen Fulani doctor? Fulani doctor? Of course, they will soon bring Fulani doctor. They answer the name. But that is not, they can never be that. But one doctor, Nigerian doctor, health minister, actually said something in 2016. He said Nigerians are mad. Remember the first global, press communique, late Buhari granted to the world somewhere in Germany. If I'm not mistaken, he said Nigerians are useless. Nigerians are hopeless. Nigerians have lazy youth. They want to sit down, and so somebody should come and be feeding them. But anybody who is a Nigerian know that Nigerians are the most unfortunate hard workers in the world. Look at those of you on Facebook now. That is Nigerian police. Nigerian police being robbed by a hard-working Okada man. And so when the president of Nigeria tell you that their people are useless and hopeless, you should know that president is mad. And so a minister of health of Nigeria told the whole world that more than 75% of Nigerians are mad. Nigerians will only react, it's okay, they will move ahead. We have 8 related articles to that effect. 15th of May, 2017. It is cited that 20 to 30% of the population of the Nigerian nationalists, they strategically address them that they have mental problem. So they said 30% of Nigeria have mental problem. I didn't say so. And having considered the cited 8 articles that talks about Nigerian mental state, I begin to wonder why Igbo man will tell you it's not an Igbo man. He's mentally sick. I begin to wonder why your governors will tell you that you don't have rights, and they will bring Fulani herdsmen to guide your community, kill and rape you at will, and yet you are still believing with one Nigeria. Something is wrong somewhere. Do you know that mad people don't know they are mad? Now let me tell you something that happened again before we begin to reconsider some of these tests so you know if you are okay or not. There was a time a governor in Rivers State said that if they catch you driving rough, recklessly on the street of Port Harcourt, that you will be taken for mental test because they know only mad people drive anyhow, recklessly on the road. And so what happened? Some group of drivers were arrested and taken to a psychiatric hospital somewhere in Rumugbo in Port Harcourt. I think that is the only psychiatric hospital maybe in the whole of Africa. And it was built by the colonial terrorists. I think it was built by Mary Slessor. The building is as old as America and Britain. That is to tell you, if you are mad, come to Radio Biafra, let's cure you. Because Nigeria want you to remain that way. They catch the driver supposedly normal and took him to the psychiatric hospital on chain. The road safety did this. And the man was shouting, I know they mad though, I'm not mad though, I know they mad though, make una leave me. Oh. They push him among the mad people. The sane people. He was just shouting. One of the madman, the really madman, look at him and say to him, brother, no, they shout. Now, so all of us take start. You see, the madman is saying sense. He told the normal man, stop shouting that you are not a madman. This is how all of us started. And some people are there. You are going to cross over night any moment from now. And you are going to pray against freedom. All because you want to think your prayer can stop IPOB. Now, let me remind you, you are mad. Because the day you will stand on that altar and tell us how God saved Israelites from Egypt, that day your first son will die. Because you are evil, you are mad. That is why we are patient with all of you. And when we are certain the level of mentality of Nigerian people, those who refuse to be cured, you will remain in asylum. Because there are some of the things that happen, people should begin to believe. People should begin to wonder. Number one, on Radio Biafra, we are calling for freedom, freedom, freedom. But yet there are a group of people that are crying for slavery, slavery, slavery. Something is wrong. There is nothing we'll come to talk about Radio Biafra here that is not related to our freedom and the need why we must be free. And then if you are there as a Nigeria, a country that is very rich but yet is the capital of poverty in the whole world, and we are shouting freedom, 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 and you are shouting Nigeria, Nigeria, which is invariably slave, slave, slave. Can you tell me such a person is normal? So when you see anybody fighting for one Nigeria, forget about the suit they are putting on. Forget about how elegant they look. No, they are not normal. You have to help them. Remember, madman say, I know what I'm doing. Well, what is doing me? I don't know. They need help, and we must help them. We must cure them. Bring such people close to Radio Biafra. Here, we cure mad people. You see somebody who is so empowered, and yet you see another one so weak. The ones that are so empowered, they think they are Alpha and Omega, they rule the world. They undermine the weak people. They think we are weak. They underestimated IPOB. They used to call us miscreant, ordinary miscreant. Of course, our leader is the chief of miscreant. Look at what is happening to you. With all your degree, with all your connection, all your lobby, all your bribing and corruption, we are here for you. And when we are done with you, you will understand that power is nothing without control. The powerful people in Nigeria are insane. They are mad people, and they don't know how to control the power. The president thought he will declare IPOB terrorists and let Fulani herdsmen go freely as common citizen and foreigner, and then he's going to walk away with it. You lie. As weak as you are, you will understand that we are here for a mission. You think all the police guiding you today now will save you when we will march? You lie. you will understand what we mean. There is a difference between madman and the one we know the mad. Insane and an insane man. Madman say, I know waiting they do. But now waiting they do me, I don't know. We know waiting they do here. And we know waiting they do us. We dey here for freedom. And our freedom they push us. You dey there because you want money. But you know no saying our British government they push you. You just test yourself and you will understand what we mean. Some of you are highly protected and you endanger the rest of it. And then because there is army man guiding your house, some of you, your fence is higher than wall of Jericho. You have army from every part of the world guiding and protecting you. You have hidden your children everywhere across the globe in safe location. And you endanger the life of our children and our very life. That is the difference between insane and insanity. But who told you those places will save you? All of you hiding your children in diaspora, from Fulani to Hausa to Igbo to Abo, all of you, nowhere in the world will save your children when this thing will begin. We will look for them anywhere they are hiding. You will see the level of madness that you have initiated, but you are not yet ready for it. You wake up one day, somebody tell you that Fulani headsmen are just carrying stick. Miati Allah are not terrorists, they are using stick. AK-47 is stick in Nigeria. Is that not madness? But you catch IPOB with flag. Many of them are still in detention as we speak. And you say they are terrorists. And somebody is telling me that these people are not mad. Other countries of the world encourage their youth to become better persons in their life. Nigeria demoralize their youth, discourage them. They have told you that all the people hawking on the highway, those who earn less than $2 a day, all of you will be paying tax. Did I say $2? All of you will be paying tax. Nigeria is a country where somebody wake up and tell you that animals swallow money and you stomach it. Who is actually mad and who is normal? Both the people that say animals swallow money, they are all mad people. And both the people that are supposed to do something, they fail to do something. They are all mad people. We are your spectator. We are looking at you. If we begin to analyze some of the things Nigeria does, Britain will shift away. I think IMF have issued an order and was trying to talk against the Nigeria economic. But IMF does not have the moral standing because of Radio Biafra, all of them are being forced to say the truth. That is why we are telling American High Ambassador, posted to Nigeria newly, to be very careful. He's in a psychiatric hospital. They may dress fine. Like that, my friend who is mad and dress fine. But they are not normal. That is what we want you to know. A country that have crude oil and gas, they will send it to over 1 million kilometers. They send it to another continent to refine for their people. And they steal money and tell you it's subsidy. Billions that can build a refinery. They have spent it on subsidy. And there are some idiots coming to the radio to justify all these things and say Nigeria has worked hard, they did good for you, they subsidized oil. The same people trying to go and refine oil, crude oil, somewhere in Germany or in America or in USA or in Japan. These same people are discouraging the youth. They call it go fire. Local refinery is a crime in Nigeria. If there are people who can refine crude oil, Biafrans locally, why don't you encourage them, develop them, and then let them be refining it and capacity grow from there? But Nigeria is a den of mad people. They are criminals. I pity those Ijaw people. I pity those Igbo people. I pity those people who have taught Hausa how to do fire. Maybe they have chased all of you out now. They are the one doing the fire now. They are the real oil theft. But most of you doing fire don't know how it started. It was during the war, 1967 to 1970. When there were no place to get oil, they initiated a local means without going to read in Manchester University in China or Toronto University in America. They did it themselves. And so that 3 years, they were able to move their trucks, ammunition, by every means necessary. Refining their own fuel, petrol, diesel, among other things. Today on, except Dangote build a refinery, you will never have refinery. They managed to deceive you. Ogoni people head can never remain the same again because they thought Buhari gave them refinery. Refinery with Brazilian technology. No pass again. A money to change one boat from that refinery can build another one. But Nigerians are mad, so they don't even know all these things. They have projected a man for you that is God. He's the only person that can build a refinery. We have to thank support Dangote refinery. We have to, but of course we know now that you know what you are doing, but you don't know what is doing you. Nigeria is a psychiatric hospital. And only mad people feel good in them. And we must watch out to know those who are mad and then bring them to Radio Biafra where we will cure them, because that is why we are here. I can go on and narrating for you where the same person will start, a politician in Nigeria will start as a councillor, from councillor to chairman, from chairman to senate, from senate to minister, from minister to governor, from governor to president, all of them. Well, how are you going to prove them and fight corruption? When your governor that ate your money is now your senator, and when he leaves your senator, he fight for deputy president of president. Wake up. Wake up. Re-examine yourself as a Biafran, shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria. You think you know what you are doing, but do you know what is doing you? Maybe they don't use juju for you. You are factor the classified people whose madness is as a result of juju. And then there are some people who say, this Biafra, I love this Biafra. I can't join IPOB. When Biafra come, all of us are Biafra. Your own madness is caused by Igbo. In a goof, they Karuja Sokorocha, Igbo is worrying you. Come to Radio Biafra, let's cure you. And then there are some people claiming we are born to rule. We are born to rule. Those are the ones that the cause of their madness is as a result of tramadol. And then there are the ones that say, well, this is our one Nigeria because of 10%. They are spiritually sick. All of you come to Radio Biafra. Let us cure you. I'll be back in a minute.
Respect to the Most High. Yeah. Biafra, the rising sun. Can you hear me now?
Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Freedom, yeah. Biafrans, we know what we want. Biafrans, we know what we need. All we want is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Our leader have tell us the truth. Now we know who we are. Osaflan is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. They are cleaning our people.
No more one Nigeria. The amalgamation is over. All we need is Biafra.
I'm not saying this because I'm a Biafra, but I'm thinking of the life we lose every time that comes. Killing innocent people, yeah, raping our women, yeah. Who doesn't know about the 10%? Who doesn't know about the oil well? House of Land is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. All we want is Biafra. We want to go home. Biafra.
Biafra, land of the rising sun. Bumbo clan. It was good and evil and we chose good.
Enegwa is calling Biafra. Anani saying Biafra. Oja is saying Biafra. Kenegua is saying Biafra. Urobo is saying Biafra. Shekiri is saying Biafra. We want to go home. We want a freedom. We want to go home.
Yes, of course. You must understand that somebody built a psychiatric hospital somewhere in West Africa and they call it a country, Nigeria. Nigeria is a psychiatric hospital. IPOB member, when you see them behaving the way they behave, try and find out their head statue. Because the last time I checked, the health minister of Nigeria, the psychiatric hospital, the gatekeeper said that 70% of Nigerians are mad. And then we begin to wonder who these people are. Because the last time I checked, many of their youth have run out to other countries. So the remaining 60% of Nigerians has run out of Nigeria. But they love Nigeria from where they are hiding, those idiots. They love Nigeria. The whole idiot, if you are in Nigeria and you are in diaspora, you are part of the mad people. Igbo is worrying you. Goof is worrying you. You have run out. You're one Nigeria, you abandon it. The kind of love you have for Nigeria, you can't stay in Nigeria. That is why we must know who they are. So when they are talking, we know how to respond to them. Somebody calling you from diaspora and saying, this Nigeria is okay, let's try and support it. The person, Onyeibe, is related to Roger Sukurocha. He has taken goof, Indian hem. Because Nigeria is so good. How many Americans are in Nigeria? How many Israelis are in Nigeria? If Nigeria is your heaven, you will not be there. Except you are not normal. Of course, at this moment, our lines are open. And this morning, we are here to cure mad people from the psychiatric hospital called Nigeria. Our WhatsApp line is opened. Our lines are open and you are free to call in. You are a Biafran anywhere in the world. You are here to join IPOB in and outside Biafra land. Send your data to this WhatsApp line. Just your name, your phone number, and your location. The nearest coordinator will contact you. We are the good people. They are joining with mad people. We can't remain in this psychiatric. And this is the truth that pains them. Our WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971. Special number for the female is 081 288 58614. 081 288 58614. Yes, caller on the WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Good morning, Mazi George Onyeibe.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
My name is Udenna Wachugu Anthony. I'm calling from India, West Delhi. I really appreciate your pushing today because you are making us to learn some certain things we don't ever know, and you are opening brain of Biafrans and educated Biafrans to know what they don't know, how the zoo government are treating our people, how they are doing frustrating our people. I'm really, really happy to hear you. Anytime I heard your voice, I'm so glad and happy. And I pray that whenever you are, the Chukwu must protect you and guide you. As we are in a month of celebration, no evil thing shall come near you. And I pray that Almighty God will give us Biafra in 2020, and so our leaders and our deputy and any principal officer in IPOB. And I urge every Biafrans all over the world to look for nearest IPOB family and join. Let us move the moving train so fast. Let us get what we want. You, everybody, try to contribute what you can to move Biafran, to get Biafran, so we can stay in our nation. Look at all over the places is that Biafran people are running away all over the country.
Because they discovered it's a psychiatric hospital. Nigeria is a psychiatric hospital. Go ahead, please. Go ahead,
Biafran like a cow all over the places, even debt country like India, are mocking Biafrans, which they don't have what God gives to us. We are begging them, they are mocking everywhere in the whole world. And we still on people, even some of Biafran, you were talking to them and say, that your Biafran thing. In some of people over this country, India, used to call me Biafran man. I say, yes, I'm a Biafran man, and I'm proud of that. Some may come along and talking nonsense against Biafra, our leader.
Because now this morning, you know they are not normal. You know they are not normal.
Yeah.
2 of my brothers are in India in a very sorrowful state. 2 of my brothers, the last son of my mother, of my parents, is in India, living a very sorrowful state. People who were king and queen here in Biafra land. But if I tell them they are mad now, it will look like insult. But let's say the truth. The truth is truth. If you are a Nigerian, whether Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, Ijo, you are in Nigeria and you are in diaspora and promoting one Nigeria, they are mad. Their own mad is caused by Igbo. Igbo goof is worrying them. Because don't you ask yourself question, that place you run to, is there any Indian man? You see Indian people in Nigeria because they are here to loot. They manage article loot, petrochemical, Indoroma, among others. Indians don't come to your country except there is a potential to loot. But why would they kill our people? And our people who are there, is Nigeria, they don't know what Nigeria has become. A very dilapidated hospital. Go ahead. We are here to cure them.
Sir, you have already made us to know that anybody, any Biafra, any Nigerian running away from any country that you don't know what is good for you, you are a mentor. That's what I know. Because what we need is only Biafra. And what we need in all over Africa is only that Biafra, who shall export all Africans from the looters of the world we are today. Who are rescued Africans from the mess Africans are out today. That's only my prayer, and I always pray for it to give us Biafra, God to provide us Biafra in 2020, so we go back and stay in our home, shall make our home better home and more than others. That's my prayer. I thank you, Mazi Onyeibe. I thank every principal officer in IPOP, and I pray that Chuko Kikobia shall protect them one by one. I thank every IPOP member in India, and I urge every member of Biafrans in India to look for any nearest IPOP and join. The door is open for every Biafrans, every Africans to join IPOP with your sincere heart. Not coming to work with Nigerian, work with other things. We shall not allow you to come into us because we don't need saboteur. Thank you, Mazi Onyeibe, for today's program.
Of course, we are going home. So when you see people reacting, behaving, understand the madman thought he know what he's doing and claim that it is what is doing him, he don't know. When you see all those Nigerian, one Nigerian is, yet they are complaining, they need help. A Biafra musician sang a song. He said, Melu Ebeleu, Melu Ebeleu. They are the mad one, but they are the one that thinks you are the mad one. Today, they are there trying to analyze IPOP. IPOB Menka, IPOB Miranka, IPOB Bunka, IPOB. But today they call us miscreant, and now they know they are the miscreant. Are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Onyeibe. One day working. My dear, can I return you back? My name is Mark Ngwoke, calling from Italy. Can I return you back?
Go ahead.
Yesterday's segment.
Go ahead, of course.
Yesterday's segment.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. You still remember how many children was the Abraham that he took to Egypt? That is 22.
Yes. Number of 72 moved in there. 22 were his children. Others were children born in his house by his servant Eliezer, among others. Go ahead, please.
That is what exactly happening. Anyway, let me go. Let me speak with my language. Can you permit me to speak with my language?
Of course, go ahead. This is where we cure mad people. So we can be curing them. It's a mental sickness. Go ahead, please.
One okay. Do you believe me that here in diaspora, sometimes I ask myself, these people, they are all the Igbo. Always something somebody will do to you, your own brother, somebody you call your own brother will do to you. You ask yourself, Onyeibe, just without knowing that they are not the real son of Abraham. They are not real. So exactly this we are saying, this in a Biafra is a spirit, but most of them don't understand our words. Because really, Biafra is a spirit. Do you remember the last war? During the war, the broadcaster of Biafra radio.
Of
Do you
course,
remember where he came from?
Cross River State.
Today, you come from Harbor. When Biafra will come, the next radio broadcaster will not be a man, it will be a woman, and it will not come from Harbor. It will not come from Cross River. It will not come from Igbo, the men, let's say Enugu or Abia. It might come from Ogoni, and it will be a woman. That is the spirit. Nigeria is really, because come here in diaspora, you will see somebody, you know that your country is bigger than where you are. They are here washing toilet, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that.
Some of them are houseboys. Some of our people are houseboys in Bangladesh. But yet they are in Bangladesh now supporting one Nigeria. And you think these people are normal? One will goof. Yoruba understand their own madness is as a result of juju. They are mentally sick. That is why 10% stolen from oil money, 10% they are robbing us from the church, 10% to conspire against our people, have blinded them spiritually. They are mad people.
Let me add a word of promise to those mad people, to those Nigerians. You know, they open their border. Their presidents tell the rest of African Muslim to come in. Let them have it in mind. Any day, any hour that we decided to march, air flight will not have a space to land in Nigeria. That Biafrans, that is origin Biafrans are ready to return back home and take that war. There will not be a space to pass. But the day we will start to march, believe me, as I'm speaking with you, I haven't even prayed this morning. Just like my radio Biafra. My radio Biafra is my morning prayer. This way I worship. After listening to your voice, before I go to my knees to thank Chukwu, we are going home.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, my brother on WhatsApp. Good morning from here. Your name and where are you calling from? Can you hear me? But of course, our people must understand. Not all that glitter is good. Some people tell you do this and do that. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Go ahead, please. The word is listening.
Hello?
Go ahead. The word is listening.
Hello?
It is like you are having issue with your line. Go ahead. The word is listening. I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, morning, good evening. IPOB family, all Biafrans across the globe. My name is Armstrong Onyeibe. I'm from the so-called Edo State. I'm from Ekbuma. I want to use this opportunity to slightly contribute to the topic of today and also represent Biafrans in Edo State. That our history tells us that, or that points us to the direction that we are not Nigerians, and we are nowhere close to those identity that we claim to be today. Talking about mental illness today, we have no idea how common that situation is actually in terms of talking about mental problems that people faces. Most of all these big popular people you see on TV, they face these things. You understand? So in Nigeria, for example, they have specifically mentally program us to think the way they want us to think. The example you gave is, say, an Agbo man would say he's not an Igbo man. That's madness. That is real madness. I'm an Edo, so-called Edo person from Ekboma. My culture, my food, though my language has heavily been influenced by foreign,
the same way other languages in Biafra land have been influenced.
Affected by history. I know where I'm from. Every Edo person listening to me who is a pure real Edo man. Let me not even use the word Edo because those words have been corrupted. If you eat the same food as our Igbo brothers eat, you dress the same way.
Your mother tied to wrapper.
You understand? You have the same market days. You dress this. Your mother's tied to wrapper. The same market day, the same festival, Yam festival. Your history is connected to those Igbo people. That you think that you're not an Igbo. It's a shame. You have no connection to Yoruba people. No connection to Yoruba people. I'm calling today. This is my first time calling into Radio Biafra. Mazi, Onyeibe, thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's an honor for me to call into this platform. I'm begging everybody, brothers and sisters, go and join IPOB. You guys do not understand what this is. You do not understand the physical aspect of Biafra. You do not understand the spiritual aspect of Biafra. This mental programming, Mazi, Onyeibe, I hope you can still hear me. But let me just tell my brothers and sisters, deeply into mental programming, mental illness. I was reading, it's not as if I'm trying to show that I know too much, my brothers, but I was studying history one time and I came across this term called drapetomania. Anybody who has a chance to go search that word, drapetomania. This word is specifically designed for slaves, black slaves, by Dr. Samuel Adolphus. I don't even know how to pronounce his bloody name.
Adolphus.
However, it's called the runaway slave syndrome, drapetomania. So if a person chooses to be free, they classify you as a mental ill person. That is why they designed that name. So if a slave escaped, they'll say he's suffering from drapetomania.
And that is exactly what they do. When you fight for your freedom as an African, they say you are a terrorist.
IPOB is the solution. Nobody chose to become IPOB member. It's a calling. But if you don't understand what it means, please research and join. We don't want someone to come and join us because they just want to be free. We were begging people to understand the physical aspect and spiritual aspect of Biafra. Edo people, Mokuna, they hear me. Mokuna, they hear me. I beg una. Your history, where they don't tamper with, is far, far beyond more than what you believe or more than what you know. You are heavily and well connected to Igbo people. That is our origin. Believe it or not, go and do your research. That is our origin. And when you hear some people say Edo people are not Biafra, I don't blame those people at all. I don't blame those people because people in Edo State, some of you are still very confused. You're still very confused. They don't divide you now from Edo or Bende or whatever. They don't divide you now. But I don't want to see the connection will not be connected to these Igbo people where they talk, say they won't fight for Biafra. Or it is say the language you want to speak today now the same language you want to ancestors they speak back then. People where they diaspora, they fight for Biafra. And I know what's going to happen with Mazi and the kind of waiting they do. It is not everything that they talk for Radio Biafra. I'm calling from Australia. You know, this side they suffer for here? No, but I want my country. I want my country. I've been away for a very, very long time. Mazi Onyeibe, I'm very sorry if I'm being too emotional, but I believe there are other people that want to call. I just want to conclude this. You guys are well connected to Biafra, believe it or not. IPOB is the only way. Biafra is the only way. It's a prophecy of God coming to pass. Before the end time come or whatever, believe it or not, there are certain things that must happen. Certain prophecies that must take place. Physically and spiritually. Biafra is God's kingdom on earth. Now they suffer one Nigeria. One Nigeria. What has Nigeria done to you? Or done for you? Nothing. I'm a Biafran. I'm from Ekboma, Uhiele. You will not even hear the names. The names of our villages for those are Igbo names. The names of our villages are Igbo names.
And now the point is that the first experiment was carried out.
Please, my people,
Biafra land was divided.
And let's fight for Biafra as our home. It doesn't matter those people who are saying you're not Biafra, and those people are not Biafra. Leave them. Leave them. I'm telling you, go to your history. Your history has been tampered with. I'm talking about as far back as 10th, 11th century. Please, wake up. Connect your culture. See your similarity in your culture with an Igbo man. That's how you know a people, from their culture, from the food they eat, from the way they dress, from the way they look, their festival, their market days. This is who we are. My brother, Mazi Onyeibe, thank you very much for this opportunity. My name is Armstrong Onyeibe from the so-called Edo State.
Thank you.
Ekboma. They call us Ishan, they call us Esan, they call us whatever it is.
Anything they like, let them be calling.
Borrowed names. That's not who we are. Thank you very much. God bless all Biafrans around the world. IPOB,
and bless you
one
too,
family. God
brother.
Bless you, Mazi Onyeibe, for this opportunity. God bless everybody.
Thank you very much.
One love, one Biafra.
One love. Our people must understand. So when we come, we say idiot. It's because we want you to check if you are truly idiot. When we call you idiot, go and look at mirror. You will know the truth and you will be set free. People are everywhere. You know, this our one Nigeria. The people in the past, like Prophet Fela, they try to tell you this truth. Suffering and smiling, suffering and smiling. Let me tell you, Nigerians, to show you that you are really mad. Anybody that fight for anybody, in fact, the Nigerian setting, the government of the day will wake up and they will say, my fellow mad people, we want to tell you that because of some unforeseen circumstance, we have decided to increase the petroleum oil, the petroleum price from 2,000 naira per liter to 70,000 naira per liter. Then the next thing you hear is someone say, now wow. Then the next group of Yoruba slave will say, well, God day. Of course, na poor man prayer. Then the other group of, say, Yoruba religious slave will say, it is well. Then some idiot will say, if they like, let them sell it 20,000, who will go see buy them. But is it supposed to be so? But of course, when your brain is not working, you tend to look at it. Some people actually support and say, oh, IPOB is a terrorist, is a terrorist. But because you are mad, that is why you believe to that nonsense. Nelson Mandela was a terrorist because he fought against apartheid. Check all the people who have fought to liberate their people. They are classified as terrorists. That is why they tell me they hunt down terrorists. I will have to reevaluate, investigate that person because we are not mad people. We are normal. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yes, I'm here, Mazi. Good morning.
Good morning,
my
professor. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Ifan. I'm calling from Madrid, Spain. Please, Mazi, my professor, your topic this morning, mental problem. And I see a lot of us are mental. I don't know if there is any tablet to cure.
Because, that is why when we know the level of their madness, then we know the drug to prescribe for them. But some of them don't even know they are mad until now. They don't know. Go ahead, please.
Because why I was saying this, Mazi, the level I see the mental, especially we here in diaspora, is too much. I don't know. So I don't try to use the only tablet where I know if you cure some people, but still yet, what I know about the cure is only this Biafran flag, or I can say Biafran flag and the Biafran activities, IPOB issue can bring some people back down their senses. But you will still see them today, talk to them tomorrow, they will change. I don't know, especially here in diaspora, Mazi, but the thing is getting out of hand. I don't know if any research you have made, my professor.
Now, this is how they cure. This is how they cure mad people. It doesn't go up immediately. You if you notice, like my friend that I said he had mental problem that is being managed, they will give us set of drug, and they say this one is give him at the initial stage. They will say give him 3 times a day for 6 months. Then they will now reduce it again after 6 months and say reduce it to 2 times a day for another 6 months. Then when that time is gone, they say now reduce it to 1 a day for 6 months, till they say half a day for 6 months, and they will be managing it. Some people are born mad, they have grown up mad, they continue to be mad. Don't think a dose will cure them. Continue telling them the truth. They are waking up. Without Radio Biafra, without Mazi and the Kano people today, Ebonyi people will tell you they are not Igbo, because it has started already. Dividing, destroying Ebonyi has been perfected already. More than Ebonyi State, as you see in Za people, they have been divided into 2. The Ebonyi people in Benue State, the land they occupy in Benue State is bigger than Ebonyi State. Those ones are gone, they thought they are not Igbo again. But they speak Igbo and the peoples. The ones remaining in Ebonyi State today, they feel bad that they call them Wawawa and the Wawawa, but they never care to find out who is the Wawawa of Ebonyi. The father of the first Igbo lawyer that walked on this planet Earth. But these people would have segregated themselves that they are not Igbo. Without Mazi and the Kano, Ebonyi State has moved out of Igbo. But today, we cure them. A lot of Igbo people are mad because their name is Chukwemeka, they are not Igbo. We are curing them. If you give them the first stage of prescription, it didn't work, you go to the second one. That is why in our pack loss, you may have 250 milligram, you have 500 milligram, depending on the level of mentality. Madness of 10 years is not the same as madness of 50 years. So we continue giving them the tablet. They will be fine, believe me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my professor. I'm well glad with your teaching this morning, and we continue still preaching. Continue. You say we're always talking. But I believe, say one day we will still try to be doing. So
of
that
course,
maybe
when we are doing, we don't talk doing. When you are doing, do your mouth talk. When it's time for doing, you see action. There is no need to talk. But when you want to talk, it is the mouth that talk. So microphone is for the mouth. I hope you now understand how it works. So when we start doing, the mouth will keep quiet, because actions speak louder than voice, and everybody will feel the ripple effect. That is what we are trying to prevent.
I believe that may be the best medicine.
There is time for everything. You learn how to crawl before you walk. If we have moved before now, some of these smart people, you not know they are mad, because they are normally dressed, you will think they are okay. And then you will be fighting with a madman, which is very, wasted effort anyway. Thank you, my brother.
Okay, my professor, let me do something sometimes. May God bless you and keep you all right, okay?
And bless you too.
Bye-bye.
Our people must understand the truth. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, can you hear me? Magewa.
ONYIBE. Emma. Prophet, when they want to they say, let's stand. Now, let every human be including Trump. Every human being, this is what I said, Dr. Chikoshiko, including you, Trump. My brother from Israel, the Prime Minister of Israel, Natalia, I respect man. Let this message come to you, I love you. The man is alone to defend their nation on you. Therefore, to become our because our leader said, you and us are the people worshiping Elohim. People to God, Listen, Biafra, what word power means is this. What power? You know what is called water. They are religious leaders. They don't like CSU and ETS church. Where are the other societies in Mac? I don't know what you say. I don't know. They got the population. I'm not there. Next day, we are waiting for them on that day. We go to the court. We are not talking about it. We don't want to come. I want to say 2022. And they are talking with that man. You don't know who my leader is. My leader is not already. What power? Don't you know? Oh, they are not doing that. Simple. If you are not in IT, what see yourself as a Biafra? If you want to belong to Biafra society, Biafra organization, Biafra organization, you only now so Biafra or just I'm going to have a time. This is not to mention. I can't do what you can't just ask me and never say that. Never say no to that. If I try my time to pass this place, people will I don't know who I am, but now I know who I am. Not then we stop Biafra. When you're not Biafra away with each other. If you want to be good in life, then you have a regular break. Nobody can count. They don't have a know. But the next guy is about 40 years in war. We're almost a million. Just because you know what single Monica Makoyam, the corona, the man of Sudana, I have to be a practical. I got a world also do. I can make it on a temple. There was the end of it. Just people that are society. I can't say that. I was a book and I put what I James, the campus of the guys of Mokona, I can go to no one who could not get them by that. But I said, I have one now, and I want to get the dance on that. I have to say, if you are not, you don't want to blow. Just respect yourself and keep that. Because our lady is another dimension now. To give all that. We are not going to that. So come on, go there. Who is the man? I am going to go on now. Okay, the moment the motivation of the we are Biafra, who only a kind of work. Biafra, who they be. Biafra, we every day. Come and join. Our leaders to help. We tell we go to each other. But they are not be there, Lord. Definitely true. The family we cannot always tell you there. Simple. I put the life we are children of the people to catch them. We are all three. We are not fearless. What was I saying? I keep continuing to reach a work of short caraboo. I will continue when they want to move. I want to hear the knowledge of the Kapamosa. Select a Biafra. I cannot get me there to the point of one. Or even today, I work with the so that has to be without book at time. That's what I'm why I allow you. We are no papa in Nigeria. We are no. But I can let me also go to Ganopo. Also, the man I am, I got only 2 I am back. Why move church? We are better than the kind of church. Why the Patala no Bonya? If the form of my college, the one I can go why need to shower on. I know I am. I'm going to go have 5,000 about the honor. Every day, I have a roll. Put a lot of out to the car. Put a lot of to I will burn at your door of that. All of the water for 1 2 money no for 1 year. Later, you put the but the letters to make a job. That's why the man not good. Nice to only that because let them never get my fashion. I'm a man, the brother, what you that is your father. I get for. There's a whole deck of I can tell you, I get them. I did. And I never done. And I had the day when I tell about I'm off the fire. Well, I was wonderful, but I don't know that just but I need to go to fire. I feel the guy of that. Yeah, more. So what do you mean? I feel there's no other more.
Thank you very much. You see, we must continue. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
My lecturer. Good afternoon. On the basis of our loved one. But when an issue of Biafra is being brought to you, you say, don't talk about Biafra here. Go to another place and talk about Biafra. And you have failed to ask yourself questions. These people that you are in their place, like here in Hong Kong, we are seriously working. We are working hard here. We are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that we survive. It doesn't mean, it's not to say that Hong Kong is better than where we come from. But some people have decided to chase us away, to make sure that we would never return back home again. That we always think about those ones who left back home. Why not you do? Think about it. How much we work? Hong Kong citizens, they don't work as much as we do here. They don't. We work here, my brother. If I tell you what we pass through, what we're going through here, make sure that we survive. God of mercy. Sometimes I begin to ask myself questions. People who left home today, so many of them cannot feed themselves. They survive too because of us over here. And when the issue of Biafra has been talked about, they don't talk about it here. Haven't we suffered enough? Let us do something. Let us do something. Help our leaders so that we will take back what belongs to us, so that all the suffering and migration will stop. A sizable number of our people are in prison here. Asia country, sizable number of people are in prison there. We left our home that is better than most of these places that that we are today, that we are far better than. Something needs to be done. Our people need to wake up. Every Biafran, wake up. Wake up, because your people, maybe if you find yourself in platter of good, we don't know what other people are passing through. Our people are being killed back home. Those of us in overseas here, we are not changing. We are not nothing. What is it to write home about? Maybe when we put on clothes and all that, you think maybe our own is better. It's never. It's never. Something needs to be done. We need to do something. Let us wake up and do something before it will be late. These people want to take our land by force from us. And we need to wake up. Every man and woman needs to wake up. Wherever you are, stand up and do something. Even if you don't want to be a member of IPUB, you can support us. You support what we are doing in several ways. You can support us physically, spiritually. You can support us financially. Morally, you can support us. Nobody's asking of you money. Money is not everything. Moral support is what is needed at this very moment. You can equally support with money if you have. But if you don't have, support us morally. When issue of Biafra has been brought to where you are, try and make a positive contribution. Do not start castigating those who have sacrificed their family, those who have sacrificed, everything about them, just to make sure that, me and you today, we are alive today. If not for the sacrifice our leader has made today, I bet you that most of us today now, I don't think, our parents today, or our loved ones back, all of them would have been exterminated, all of them. But somebody have taken it upon himself that he said no, that the killing is enough. And still you don't want to support him, you don't want to do something about it. Mr. George Onyeibe, thank you very much, because if I continue, honestly, I will be emotional this afternoon. And then, thank you. God bless you.
God is
I appreciate
faithful.
what we are doing.
We thank God, my brother. We must continue. Our people must understand, because you are claiming, this Biafra thing, or what are they even looking at? They have been prescribed. You can imagine a police in Nigeria, of course, they are police force, will come out and attack Barrister Ujofo and those living within the environment. That yes, we have declared him wanted. Are they Boko Haram? Are they touts? It's Nigeria police force now touts that they carry petrol and start burning down building? I thought they are law enforcement agency. Now, cannot somebody understand that Nigerian law enforcement agency is actually gangsterism? But some people are saying, yes, it's a welcome development. Police should burn them. They will burn your house. And it's going to be a welcome development. Wake up. Embrace the light. Wake up, see the light. Wake up, live in the light. For Biafra is the land of the rising sun. But of course, you will understand if you fail to do that now. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Of freedom. Please, I want to thank you so much for this wonderful topic this morning. That
Ada, please go ahead.
Good morning, my rep. Good morning, Biafrans, lovers of freedom. My name is Joy. I'm calling from Ikom, Biafra land. Please, my Rev, I want to thank you so much this morning for the topic that you have fed us with. Today you have opened our eyes, and this morning I have come to understand that Nigeria, this evil country called Nigeria, is psychiatric hospital. Because anybody in this very zoological country called Nigeria is mad. They only know what they are doing. They don't know what is doing them. And I have understand so well that is only this platform, is only this radio Biafra. No other therapy can cure them. No other therapy can cure those mad people, because if you start to prescribe to the normal drug that you are supposed to be giving a madman, you are wasting your time. But as it stands, this is the only therapy for the mad people. Because they don't tell me that somebody born of the same mother with you, that you'll be telling the person about this struggle, about this Biafra, about the restoration of this Chukwokika Abiyama, the kingdom of Chukwokika Abiyama on earth, and the person is telling you, Agwalamia, Chomeno, you are provoking me if I hear that name Biafra. Is that not madness? The person is completely mad, according to my leader, Mazi Nandekalo. When he confronted that idiot when he was alive, he told him before the court of law that he is completely mad. He can't jail him. Mad people cannot jail somebody who is normal. And of course, it came to pass. It came to pass. So if you are there yapping, fooling yourself around, thinking that you have gotten it on, you have not even gotten anything, you have not gotten anything, because those people who gave you this thing is coming back to take it from you. And that is what makes the zoo. That is what makes the zoo psychiatric hospital. And the people dwelling in it, they are all mad. They are all mad. So my brothers and sisters, as long as you're a Biafran, wake up. Wake up, because this topic treated by our rep this morning is very, very interesting. It gives hope to the oppressors. Of course, it gives hope to the oppressors. Nigeria, this evil country, is in mess. Is in total mess. They cannot give you anything that will benefit you. Nothing. They won't give you. Somebody is having gas, you're producing gas, you're having a crude oil, and you are refining it outside. At the end of the day, they bring it back, and you are buying it at a higher price.
You bring solution on how to refine those crude oil. They will call you a criminal, miscreant. You are the oil theft. But Britain is not oil theft. It is the indigenous people who are trying to invent a way to refine crude oil. They are the one they call that they are miscreant and illegal. And these people agree. And they tell me they are normal.
They are not normal, and they can never be normal until they are being cured in this Radio Biafra platform. And the only thing that cures it is for them to let us go. A call for referendum is not a call for war. Somebody who has been in your house and is telling you as a stranger, I want to go home to my father's land. Is it a crime? Is it a call for war? It's not a call for war. It's a call for peace.
Thank you very much.
Why are they treating us
we must
like
continue.
this? Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, my majority.
Yes, caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp. You're going to be my last caller. I've asked you to wait. That is why I'm spending this time with you. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. It's unfortunate. I asked him to hold the line that I will be back to him, but he refused to pick the call because he was just listening to his radio.
Hello, Mazi.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm here, Mazi.
Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon from South Korea.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I'm here, Mazi.
Go ahead, please.
Hello, Mazi, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Hello? Mazi, can you hear me? All right, Mazi. Good afternoon, Mazi Onyeibe, my African rep. My name is Mazi Ifeanyi Chukwu. I hail from Imo Province, Biafra land. Mazi, I want to thank God for a time like this. I'm so happy for your topic this morning. You always teach us new things every morning. I'm so grateful to God for selecting people like you, my director, and our deputy Mazi Uchemofo. My African rep, everything you said is nothing but the truth. There's a lot of mad people in Africa, mostly our politicians. They are most wicked people on this planet Earth. It's only in Africa that you see a politician. They will carry all the money that meant for their masses and bring it out abroad. They will buy houses for their family. Then those ones that don't have anyone to care for them, they in the zoo will be done of hunger, no hospital, no roads, no school, nothing is working in that zoo. As I say, may God bless may God bless our director for coming at this very point in time. I just want to make a short prayer, my African rep. My prayer this morning, or should I say this afternoon from South Korea. Any Biafran supporting this evil contraption, any Biafra, anybody from Biafra land that is supporting what is going on in Nigeria, that allows our people to be being everywhere suffering. There's no place that you go to that that will not see any Biafra. We have scattered all over the world, suffering. So my African rep, my prayer this morning is that any man, woman from Biafra land that is happy, see what we're passing through in Nigeria, whatever that gives the person happy, if it is the person's son, daughter, or whoever, God will take that person away from whatever that gives the person joy. God will take that thing away from the person. If it is the money, the position, God will take it away from them. And for the zoo, disaster that will come to the zoo very soon, they will know that it is Almighty God that sent our director to come and rescue us. And for our brothers and sisters that's scattered all over the world, if you see the kind of work, the type of job we are doing, being that we're abroad, if you see the type of work we are doing in Onyeibe, a lot of people that are abroad here that are against our Biafra restoration, God shall deal with them. He shall never ever be well with them. We are suffering mass. All I know is that God will send disaster that will destroy that Nigeria. We must be free. On Biafra restoration, there's no going back. I will pray that God, instead of Biafra not to come, it's better for God to destroy Nigeria. Any disaster that will destroy Nigeria today, and Biafra will come. That is what I'll be praying for God. And our director, wherever you are, I know you are listening to us, God will protect and guide you. God will give you more courage. God will give you more strength to carry us through. All of us shall live to see Biafra. None of us shall die until we enter Biafra. We will rejoice in Biafra. We will build our country. All of us will go back to our country, our nation Biafra. Mazi, may God bless you. Let me give chance for other people to call you.
Thank you.
May God bless you, Mazi. I'll stand up from here.
And God be with you.
Thank you,
Mazi. Very much. Yes, sir, our people must understand what is obtainable, what is at stake. And of course, on the 31st day of this month, our leader will be on air to address Biafrans, as always. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them school you. We know who they are. We know how they operate. We know how they function. They are predictable. And as such, I will say, the enemies of Biafra are pathetic. Pathetic, I must tell you. As you go about your lawful business across the globe, think home, remember home, be Biafra, and love Biafra. Goodbye for now.
It's the bad on the Take me as a man, one that I could love. Yeah. Show love to your brother, don't go let us stop. Oh, I'm man, who know you get here. I put it in the way you want to be. Because you are the I want to take on the more. One of my Simon, a mamma, what's in the open? I'll say my of course, it's not a boy. When I'm here, I'm more. Slash my back, I slash your back. I need you, I will sell it. With the content, when I'm here, I'm more. Yeah, better get your money. Ever see me better than I'm to buy on road. I'm going to the boat. I'm going to the boat. I'm the